said the rest of my training was all finished except for the items that you need to show me to get out on the streets.
Alright, well there's nothing more important than when fighting crimes on the streets of Gotham than to make sure you're well prepared. And part of the ways I do that is making sure that I have a contingency plan for every possible outcome that I could run into in the night. So, to go through, I'll just try to start off going through all of the different items that I've got on me and their uses. And, yeah, sounds good. And one of my very favorite items, so I'll show it first. This is always a great one when you're trying to catch criminals. Nice little bat bola. You get them in your hands if you've got a criminal that's trying to flee. Well, I'm not exactly proficient at using them necessarily, but that wasn't required. Alright. Now one of the other parts of all of our family's tools would be batarangs. But in order to get to those batarangs, I'll have to show you a few other things first. This is a must-have for the field. We've got an array of items from sewing needles, thread, different colors, safety pins, measuring tape, scissors, a perfect little bat mending kit. Now another item that I love to carry on me is a bat multi-tool. Now this tool in and of itself has a multiple uses. This end is a flathead screwdriver. You have a Phillips screwdriver here, bottle opener, and it can also be used as a throwing star as well. Now to get to them batarangs that I was telling you about. These are always key components in all of our costumes. Small, lightweight, versatile, and they still pack a heck of a punch. Wonderful little tool. Alright, one of the next things I'd like to show you is it's always good to have firepower in Gotham. Close my pockets. That would have been me, I guess. Now when I was saying you need firepower, I have just the thing for that. It's a butane torch. It's a little difficult to see. Always useful in the field. Which actually brings us to one of our next items, which would be one of my personal favorites. Smoke bombs. You see, and I also use the butane lighter because more weatherproof. Allowing me to dispense without the worry about the wind and the weather. And of course different color smokes. That's pretty cool. Alright, you'll want to keep that one closed. Alright. Actually really close. The next item on our list is actually a fire starter kit. I've got a couple of items there. First off, I have wet fire kindling and a fire striker to make your fire anytime you need. All you have to do is get a little bit of the surface off and you have a wonderful fire starter here. This here is a wonderful little item. You open it up. Now this will actually ignite even if it's in water. It's a wonderful little item. You want to hand me that and that can go in there. And once again, like I said, this stuff will light anywhere. Absolutely excellent. Absolutely excellent for starting fires if you need to create a fire for warmth or for other reasons. Also very easy to put out. Now, a lot of the way I'm able to carry all of these items on me is because of these wonderful pouches that I've got. Now, one of my other favorite items, we just went through the miniature smoke bombs that we have. We also carry a more industrial version of our smoke bomb, the bat smoke bomb. I'm supposed to take a picture. These are easy. They're just pull. And we've got smoke instant. That looks so much cooler than it did at night. But that's one of my favorite parts of being a superhero is, of course, setting things on fire. Now, what are the next items? It's going to be very difficult to hear it around here. This is an FM receiver, battery operated. It's great for listening to your local bands to see what's going on. Another item that no Bat fan can leave home without would be a 3-port USB charger. Great for charging when you're on the go and you have an electrical source. And then another one of my personal favorites that can be used in conjunction with some of the other things from later is a bat grappling hook. This is actually steel and will actually hold my weight, or it can also be used to bolster another item and drag it towards myself. I kind of lost the other piece. It's in here, but... Alright, can I get that lighter back? Now this is another wonderful item. This can be used if I need to heat up a bolt or heat up something that I need to cut. I believe it's up to 1200 degrees. And it's its own cutting torch. There are a great variety of uses that you can come up with all of these, and you can use a lot of these items that you'll keep on your utility belt in conjunction with the other items that you carry to do what you need to do. Now next I have a digital voice recording pen here that holds 8 gigabytes worth of storage information. You simply turn it on through the button, and once you turn the switch on, you can store this anywhere, place it insignificantly in a place where you need to hear the conversation, and then you retrieve it later, hook it up onto your computer, and you can actually retrieve the conversations that happened to get evidence that you need. This is a great instrument in the spy world. Now another tool that I have and I like to keep on me is a little bit more tactical, but useless nevertheless. This is a pull chain saw. This can actually be used to cut through PVC or other kinds of plastic. This can be used to cut through wood. It can also be used as a weapon if need be. Another tool we never leave home without would be the Batman binoculars. Don't leave home without these either. Great for when you need to get a look in on a subject before you jump in. Now another wonderfully useful tool that I have here is a police fire emergency scanner. Also has access to weather bands.
And now here is the latest weather summary for New Hampshire and Western Maine.
Excellent tool when you need to get some inside information that you don't have. You want to keep your ears to the ground. Oops, sorry. Alright. Now to move on to some of the other items that I keep on my belt. First and foremost is always wonderful to carry for once you obtain a criminal. It's always a good idea to have a pair of handcuffs available so that you can detain the criminals. Always a good idea to keep on you. I of course have the keys on my belt as well. Now one of the next items is very difficult to show you, but it's actually on my belt. That's an electronics screwdriver set. That'll allow me to gain access into electronic panels and stuff that have a lot of the smaller screws. Now we also have mace here. I don't need to use this in order to show you exactly what it does. Everyone knows. Turn it to the side, aim away from your face, spray. It's very windy here, so it would be a very bad idea for me to dispense this right now, but it does work, I assure you. Now this here is my base communicator. You already know what this is because you have one too. This runs this runs with a key up to my face where I have an earpiece in and the mouthpiece close to my neck so that I don't have to talk too loud in order to transmit back to my base. This is another wonderful item that I carry on me. It's rather difficult to see, but this is a Batman flash projector. During the day, it is not so effective, but in the evening, it is definitely a wonderful tool. Now, speaking of tools, one of the wonderful ways to, if you have lost your way, to get found is through your compass. I have a compass here that'll always help you get your bearings. We also have a USB storage device here, up to 32 gigabytes. So when you're doing your spying, you've always got a way to store the information you obtained. And we also have a USB cord here if you need to charge or connect to a USB device. Now one of my personal favorites is actually my removable belt buckle batarang. So I'm gonna Alright, brings us to what the belt buckle actually hides, which is an emergency blanket. In an emergency, it can be used to keep somebody warm and also to help bring attention to them like a beacon if you need them to be found. Maybe, yeah, hand that up. Yeah, there you go. Scanner's heavy. This leads us to one of my favorite deterrents and also wonderful tool. It's a great it's great to have a flashlight. But it's also great to have a way to protect yourself. Be very careful. And don't tase Alfred, he hates when I do that. Now one of the other items I have here is a USB portable charger. This will allow me to give juice to any USB driven devices. That doesn't get removed from the belt, but we also have here, there's a UV light that can be used to find where there were any fluids, blood, or anything like that was cleaned up, or UV dye. It's a wonderful little tool. And right here on my belt, you're actually going to see that I have Strike Anywhere matches. Or not Strike Anywhere, these are what they call weatherproof matches with the striker on the side of the canister. Weatherproof, they're rainproof and waterproof as well. Here's the cap for that. Now always one of our, just put it over there. Now another one of my favorite devices when it comes to protecting ourselves is always an extendable mallet, extendable baton. I can never get out of the damn package. These have a great amount of force and a lot of weight. You can do a lot of damage really quickly, especially when you're being overpowered by multiple people. It's a wonderful tool. Alright. Now we're getting down to the last few items here, which is wonderful. One of the top items that I like to keep is always a first aid kit. Always have to have a first aid kit. This is a wonderful little Batman themed case of antiseptic wipes, alcohol wipes, bandages, rubber gloves, gauze, medical tape, tongue depressors, an ice pack, everything you need or could need for your immediate medical response kind of situation. No Dark Knight Detective would be complete without a detective kit. And this detective kit is wonderful. In here I like to keep my secret markers. I know that you already know what these are, but I can write them messages for people to find right here. And now it'll dry. Nobody else will be able to see what these are until I come along with the pen and it shows the secret message. Now each of us have these so we can leave messages back and forth to each people in the Bat family. We also have a wonderful double-bladed knife here. Great for cutting open packaging and getting your specimens onto a specimen dish if you need. Excellent little tool. Can also be used for protection by stabbing or throwing. Be very careful. Now in this kit we also have a wonderful magnifying glass, always great for finding the finer details that you can't catch with your naked eye. Now in here we also have our last two items that make up our fingerprint kit. This is the fingerprint powder, and this is a fingerprint pad for taking new samples. This is for picking up old samples. And we have the sample sheets right here where we can take and put our fingerprint samples and our lifted fingerprint samples. One of the other wonderful things we use in the spy world is it's on the front pocket. Now obviously a lot of these items are not exactly easy to get to. You have to be prepared, and that's what comes with practice. So I would recommend just practicing, getting to know where all of your items are. This one is my Batman digital camera, specifically me themed. Allows me to take document photographs. Allows me to take photographs. And they're stored on an SD card. They can be removed and put in the back computer when I need to retrieve these pictures later. Wonderful little tool. Okay, it's blowing at me, so it's not going to just reach out. Get anything. Now we have here a sonic disruptor. This allows you with the press of a button to set it, hold it again to set which tone you want, and then you can actually set this off to the side and you can go somewhere else, and this will act as a distractor to try to bring the attention of the bad guys that you're looking to distract. It's a wonderful little gadget, especially helps keep yourself safe if you're trying to get a hostage situation slowed down. You can use that to deter the criminals so that you can get the hostages free. It's a little bit difficult to hear it here, but it is a wonderful tool. Now another thing that no bat person should be without is a wonderful lockpick. Now you'll become proficient at using these, and with using these you'll be able to get into any lock, into any building, or to unlock anything that you want. Wonderful little tools. Now, one of my absolute favorite tools that we have here is a bat tracking device. This is a wonderful device that's magnetic. You can attach it to any magnetic surface, preferably an automobile, and then you can track the automobile. We actually can track it using my next gadget, which is my glove that's actually has the phone built directly into it so that I can track all of my options. And this gives me live tracking right here, and this is exactly where we are right now. It's showing the path that it took and its location where it's resting, which is right here, right off from Marginal Way where we are. It's a wonderful tool. Now this phone that's built into the Gauntlet can also